All right, welcome to Tribulation Day 190. And the world continues to spiral downwards into chaos. As we head into the holidays, this is Thanksgiving Day week. Thursday is Thanksgiving. Christmas is just around the corner. We're getting the normal holiday bump in the economy. A few extra jobs. I'm even looking for some seasonal work. And of course, if you're watching the news channels, they're saying, hey, consumer spending's up, so, things are getting better. But unfortunately, that's just smoke and mirrors. That the reality is, things are not getting better. Today was the day for the super committee to come up with at least $1.2 trillion in cuts, and they didn't do that. The Democrats just want to raise taxes. They don't care about cutting spending. They're more than content to just raise taxes on people. So the government continues to grow, and it's a unsustainable situation. So the global meltdown is now on a timer. We're talking days, weeks, and months, not years. Could happen before the year ends, but I would probably suspect spring of 2012 would be a likely time frame for a global economic meltdown, which will bring forth a world currency or just new types of currencies and some kind of new world order. And the Congress is pretty much broken. Our president Obama is clueless. He's out there doing whatever, going to Australia and Hawaii. He's going to give a speech today at 5, but who cares? We got a do-nothing Congress, and we got a do-nothing president. Clueless president. And of course, whoever the next president is doesn't really matter. I personally don't think there's actually even going to be a next election. But as part of the legislation that got passed this summer when they were trying to raise the debt ceiling to $15 trillion, which the debt is now at $15 trillion and climbing. And it's an amount of money we're never going to pay back. It's just, it's another time bomb. But as part of that legislation, the Disarm America booby trap is now set in motion. So by 2012, 2013, massive cuts, not only in, entitlement programs, but also in our military. And it's going to cripple America right when the world probably needs America the most to be out there. But, Obama, he's already waved the white flag, and he's pulling back all troops as fast as he can, except for the 2,500 that he's sending to Australia. That's very important. Thank God we got troops in Australia. But everywhere else, pull them out of Iraq, pull them out of Afghanistan, get them out of Libya. And in the meantime, the riots and the killings in Syria are just out of control. There's rioting in Egypt again in the Tahrir Square. Libya is a big mess, a lot of violence there. The Gaza Strip, Palestine-Israeli relations are terrible. All sorts of violence and rioting there. People putting plans in motion. Iran, of course, is threatening everybody with nuclear annihilation. And then we got other countries like Pakistan, that are basically a big danger to people, and, the world is really on the brink, with the economies of all these countries around the world going belly up. And 2012 is going to be known as the year of the famine. A lot of people are talking about it already. But I'm telling you, most people don't even understand what's going to happen. I mean, I'm talking famine with big capital letters. Famine in America. Okay? You know, global famine. The likes of which we've never seen. So, you know, the time to prepare is, you know, crucial. And it's not only preparing, you know, physically, but mentally, your value system, your belief system. And everybody, you know, is going to have to start figuring out whose side they're on. You know, you got your Occupy Wall Street people out there burning down buildings, fighting the police. You got your Tea Party people. All sorts of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. And, you know, the Islamic world, you know, who knows what they're up to. You know, I'm not anti-Islamic or anything, but, you know, I think Islam's trying to conquer the world. That's just putting it mildly. And, man, there's terrorist threats all over the place. And they just busted a dude the other day. You know, so there's all these lone wolf cells and, you know, people that are being coordinated, you know, through, you know, Al-Qaeda and whatnot. So, man, who knows what's going to happen in the next month or so. And, of course, our planet Earth, the sun, a CME just happened the other day that's headed towards Earth. But a volcano in Mexico just went off. But there's more volcanoes now shooting out eruptions than ever before. I think the Earth is kind of going into an ice age. A Russian scientist just put out an article saying that we're headed towards 100 years of really freezing cold weather. In San Jose, it's getting cold. It's cold across the United States. You know, there's this huge cold air mass coming down across Alaska. And, you know, the extreme weather and the earthquakes continue. You know, the new term I seen out there was atmospheric rivers. You know, there's so much moisture in the air, gets picked up and dumped, and it doesn't matter where it's being dumped, you know, Bangladesh or New England or Japan, wherever. And, you know, it's just so much water being dumped, it causes mass flooding and erosion and crop damage. And then, you know, the one huge disaster that's been ongoing is Fukushima, man. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's bad. You know, like, I think at least one or two of the cores have melted through. You know, the groundwater could be contaminated. The ocean's getting contaminated. There's radiation leakage everywhere. So, the world's a mess. You know, rumors of war. I think the window for war is right there. 6 months to a year, tops. Could become even quicker. Especially with America withdrawing its troops. You know, Obama's made it clear, you know, we lead from behind, you know. All right, well, I'm heading up to Reno for Thanksgiving. Be good to see family and friends. In these times, you know, we can still find a few moments of joy and friendship. You know, celebrating Thanksgiving, watching some football. Try and forget about all this crap for a few, you know, at least a couple of days. So I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving out there. But, you know, when you're celebrating, just think of all the things that you've got and, you know, all the people out there that don't have what you got. Because, you know, as we move into 2012, that's going to be the great divide between the haves and the have-nots. And most of us are going to be the have-nots, the 99%. Alright, think positive. Keep on rocking.